Kwetu has a very interesting origin. The youth of South B Church are the ones who saw how their fellow children were suffering on the streets and what was happening to them, and they decided to do something about it, supported by their priest called Father Michael. So it started off as a feeding program. They would call them in once a week, and then they would ask the Christians to donate food. They did that for some time. They added a few things. After feeding, they also added washing, bathing. Then they discovered they had health problems, so they started asking for volunteer nurses. So eventually they decided to have a home, and that is how now Kwetu residential program started. It was decided that the drop-in remains here in Madaraka because it is within the catchment area, and the main center went to Ruai. We are purely street program. We work with what we call base leaders there in the streets. There are some bases which we must make arrangements ahead of time. They give us the security that we need. The first thing we do when they come, after we have taken their case history, we have done all the paperwork, we get them shaved, we take them through a scrubbing process. Our staff has to help them, and then we give them a change of clothes, and the clothes they came with we burn. Then we have to teach them the basics here for 3 months. They don't know how to relate with each other, they don't know how to do anything, and they don't want to. Their language, they are very hostile. We have to take out all that from them even before they go to Ruai. So that's why they stay here for 3 months. It is just teaching them to regain what they have lost and to be children again. Our program is 2 years with intensive rehabilitation. After that, we take them back home into the society. Then we are supposed to do 2 years follow-up to see whether they have settled back into the society and how well they are doing and so on. So while they are with us within the 2 years, we prepare the home. One, we have to identify who is alive, where are they willing to take the child. We have to do the reconciliation process because for a child to run away from home, something happened.
I was in 7th Street, Isili, and what made me to go to the streets is a quarrel with my father. My father was a drunkard. So every time he comes home, he's drunk, he always quarrel us. So I decided to run away. I came to Kwetu and through Rescue Dada, but it's my friend who had showed me that place.
When I came to Kwetu, I was afraid of meeting new people. There were new boys, new teachers, and following the routine was a bit challenging. So after 2 days, I escaped from the home and went back to the street where I felt like I wanted to be free. Then my mother was called again, and she came after me and brought me back to Kwetu. Mostly I loved playing soccer, and during the day we had some time to play soccer, so we will go to the field, play together, interact. So I started feeling at home, and that changed me into accepting it, and I decided to stay.
While the children are here with us, this is their home. The staff is their parents, their brothers. They depend totally on the home for everything.
The house father who hadn't been here at that time, they were caring. They had encouraged us to go on with life like any other normal kid out there in the society. And that to me was the biggest motivation that came from those staffs. Kwetu personally has been my parent because it has seen me going through my education system up to where I am now, still supporting me in my university education. I'm doing community resource management, Kenyatta University. Once I complete the course, I'm planning to come in to work here first to give back to the society. Then after that, I'll be able to go and work outside because as the course suggests, I'm planning to work with other children's home is to see that other people also achieve what they have always dreamed to achieve.
Strathmore comes in, they have really helped us with one of our boys in Strathmore, and I think they would have taken a second one and a third one, but the subjects that he needed were not offered at Strathmore.
I hope I will complete my studies successfully and become an engineer in telecommunications so that I can help other people who are undergoing some difficulties, just the way I went through.
Medical is very expensive, but we are grateful that a few hospitals are helping us, like Strathmore Clinic and Neema Hospital. We had a child who had kidney failure. So he stayed in here, Nairobi West, for 3 weeks, I think, in the ICU. We thought we would lose him. We have not even finished clearing that Denny up to now.
This is something that most of us had never thought of until we had the case of the child who had a kidney failure. So what we are trying to do is to come up with an initiative where we can have a group insurance cover that would basically support these kids to have proper health care. So yes, the university comes in and it's only for outpatient services. So ideally is to try and raise money so that we can eventually remove that burden from the center and have them focus on education and other needs.
The home requires some help from the society so that they can continue rehabilitating the boys and making them into more useful people in the society. So they can come, donate whatever they have, or help even the boy just visiting them so that they can feel motivated and try to change into useful people.
We can only at the moment admit up to about 25 children, and we do admissions 3 times a year. So that brings us to a maximum of about 75 a year. We can do more, but because of our resources, we can only take half the number. We have had a lot of support from Strathmore. We are very proud of Strathmore and we are very grateful.
For Strathmore University, Kwetu is part and parcel of our home. So what we do is we've had a memorandum of understanding with them, where we purpose to complement their activities in terms of their support for the greater community. Our students come in to the center every Thursday for a mentoring session with the kids for the 3 months they'll be here in the drop-in center. And at the same time, we have annual visits to the main center where we engage the students to check the level of development they have had following their transition into the center.
Right now, if you see most of them, they are very disciplined. You can't compare them with the other child that stays even at their home.
Kwetu ni home nzuri sana ambayo inawasaidia watoto. Ukiwaangalia wote tunaenda shule na tuna perform vizuri, si kama vile ambavyo tulikuwa mtaani. Tumeachana na madawa yote ya kulevya na tumesahau mambo ya huko nyuma.
The important thing is that one child that you manage to transform, and becomes somebody, and is successful. That is the joy we get and keeps us going.
My call out is to you, definitely the one who's saying this, that you can be a blessing to these souls. So whatever you have in mind, and most importantly, your time, your love, your finances will just be a top up. Your time and your love are key to these kids because they have been rejected at home. And if they get to come across a stranger who's willing to show them that they matter, then that is good enough. But then again, if you can do more, why not?